Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finest Dawn of War Unification cast this side of East Yorkshire. And today we've got a 1 vs 1 on Sugar Oasis. Over at the Demon Hunters corner we've got TheSkyBug. Whereas over in the Tyranids corner we have got DillyDole. DillyDole going to be going for double Gene Stealers and a Tyrannicus Brood Spire. Whereas the Demon Hunter player is going to go for some Inquisitorial Stormtroopers, an Architect, and a Inquisition Watch. So, quite interesting to see how DillyDole plays. He's a man who doesn't really follow, how would one say, build orders specifically. His tactics are not informed by strategy or forward thinking, they are informed by memes exclusively. So we will have to see how he could basically break the Tyranids, I suppose. Stormtroopers is capturing their bits and bobs around the base, another squad on the way. Tyrannicus Brood Spire will be coming out, so I imagine they'll be focusing on some bigger Tyranids rather than the little ones. First one has been finished. We'll have to see what comes out. And it will go for a couple of Lictors and some Raveners. Ah, okay, so quite an aggressive start for the Tyranid player. Going for some advanced weaponry from the Inquisition Watch. And some bodyguards. I do quite like the bodyguard models. Just dudes in cloaks with cool little things on their backpacks. It's very nice. Good against infantry and whatnot. Have access to flamers, plasma guns, and melter guns later on in the game. Flamers will probably be ideal against smaller Tyranids, but against the bigger Tyranids, it's going to be a bit of a sticky wicket for these guys once the Lictors come out to play. But first Lictor is on the field, going to be running around with his big old stabby, spiky bits on the front of him. Got a very Cthulhu-esque face. Does a Lictor as well. We'll be going right down the middle. We'll bump into these bodyguards as they move forward. Looks like they're planning to be a bit aggressive. We're looking at that strategic point. I've seen the Lictor using its flamers, and to be honest, those flamers seem to be doing a fair bit of damage. Lictor's only 600 health. They are very, very lightly armoured. Got some Ravagers coming in as well. The bodyguards not standing up to the assault all that well, to be honest, as the Lictor is getting some occasional stabs in. Throwing a grenade, stopping these Ravagers in their tracks for a moment before falling back. They are going to get full numbers there, so we'll expect to see them up to all sorts of mischief. These Inquisitorial Stormtroopers are also going to go for some flamers as well to deal with those Lictors. Gene Stealers barking at this critical location in the middle as the flower from Super Mario slowly but surely comes up to say hello. Another second Lictor on the field. Gene Stealer's been kind of going backwards and forwards in the flame. A full squad wipe there. Very unfortunate. Bit of a misclick in the path of retreat for DillyDole. Lictor's now going to move forward. There's a little bit of a charge animation. When it gets closer, its running animation is a little bit quicker. Ravagers jumping in straight away. Let's keep these Stormtroopers on the go. Another grenade being thrown at them, stopping them in their tracks for a little while. But Lictors are not giving up on these bodyguards and will probably get them. Oh no, never mind. They're going to turn around and focus on these Inquisitorial Stormtroopers instead. Imperial Icon going for some upgrades. A Psychic Shield, which will hopefully save them from any Tyranid assault for the moment. But Tyranids are not giving up. Ravagers moving forward, snake-like bodies slithering across the floor as they engage. But they will be pushed back. This is a lot of stuff for them to deal with from the range perspective. Anything else that they're going to go for? Going to go for another squad of Ravagers. Also a Synaptic Resonance Beacon, so tier 2 for the Tyranids. Anything crazy for the Inquisitors? Not at the moment. 80 and 10 compared to 74 and 0. So Tyranids have certainly spent a lot more of their time buying their units and upgrading stuff rather than going for those reclamation pools that they know so well. I do love how the reclamation pools are just built. They just slap on the floor. As gelatinous as you like.
As the Emperor wills.
Stormtroopers moving down the light cover. Cruising down the shaft, as it were. Will spot these reclamation pools, but decide to not go for them. Oh, no, never mind. They will turn around. See if they can destroy them before they're finished. Lictor having to move through the negative cover. Ravagers losing their morale. I do believe that these creatures have synapse though, so they're not going to go mental. Lictors doing what they can while a second squad of Ravagers also jumping in. This is a lot for the Inquisitorial Stormtroopers to deal with. They might want to bees back on home. Morale has been broken. Bodyguards look like they've been finished as well. Quite a sizable amount of bugs on the field.
Return to battle line.
But these Imperial Icons are now gathering all the energy and all the sparkles. It will help them defend should they need to fall back in line with them. Ravagers gonna give up for a little bit. Not wanting to go all the way. We are seeing tier 2 for the Demon Hunters now. Confident that they're able to take up on their current numbers. Feeling a little bit nervous for these guys though. Oh, there we go. They are going to get some more models. Worried that they just stay at 2. No spore mines at the moment. Although in saying that, Chimney Spore Evolution might start seeing some spore mines later on. We saw the spore mines being used to great effect. I think it was 2 weeks ago, he says. Well, 2 weeks of this video being uploaded. But we're just now moving forward. Pure melee madness from the Tyranid player. But the grenades have been used to wonderful effect by these Inquisitorial Stormtroopers. Now falling back in the firing line of the Imperial Icon. Ravagers that will be zapped. They are going to go for some Devourers. Will increase their range effectiveness. Keen Sealer over here. Crawling on top of that dead man. Arms akimbo, left and right. Keeping these guys distracted while the Ravagers try and strike down this Imperial Icon. Not the best at taking down structures, but they are doing what they can while these Lictors, well, just one singular Lictor, should I say, moving forward.
We are charged with the protection and security of the Inquisition.
Morale has been broken on all sides, well, for quite a few of these Stormtroopers, but most Stormtroopers are moving into support. Bodyguards, well, have been re-recruited. Keen Sealer over here, being wiped out. Although the Tyranids do manage to get that Imperial Icon down to size. We are going to see an Inquisitorial Chimera on the way from the Inquisition Watch. Seeing some Gaunteye brood hives on the way. Hold on, just hold on for a second. Good lord, sorry about that. My was banging downstairs. I thought someone was breaking in, but no, it was just something that wasn't someone breaking in, so that's good. I like my house not being broken in mid-cast.
As the Emperor wills.
It is merely
sorry, just let me let the adrenaline go out of my system for a little bit. So there's a firing line going on over there. Ravagers are chilling out here.
The Emperor is secured.
The Tyranids are slowly but surely expanding out as they tend to want and need to do. Warriors on the way, going for some rending claws. Big push from the Ravagers
As the Emperor wills.
as they move on forward. Lictor joining in. This middle squad kind of been left to their own devices. Morale have been broken on left side quite quickly. One Ravager just throwing a Stormtrooper out of the way. Gene Sealers engaged in these middle guys. Bodyguards standing firm with their flamers and whatnot. The Inquisitorial Chimera now striving in, saving the day. Boys just jumping in. Try and get away from the siving talons of these Ravagers. It does seem like they've managed to fight them off. With the Chimera coming in just in the nick of time. Yep, one squad of Ravagers going down, another squad of Ravagers also being finished off. And the Lictor also being taken down, so that's quite a sizable loss for the Tyranids, to be honest. Losing a lot of models there. It looked really good for the Tyranids at the beginning, but they just didn't have the staying power. So I suppose is the problem with the Ravagers. Do a lot of damage, but they are very, very easily killed. But in saying that, a good amount of warriors now on the field, and these guys are a little bit more defensive. going for rending claws will help them crack open anything harder. Been a bit back and forth at the moment, not entirely sure where they're going. Some zone throws as well. Ideal against basically everything. Fine with their mind lasers. Doesn't seem to be doing any damage to this Chimera though. For reasons that I don't understand. Maybe it's a bug. Tyranids are not known for the most well-functioning of code in Unification, I do have to say. That managed to get some shots in. And yeah, just getting flamed in the face. They don't seem to mind. Another squad of zone throps also on the way. Chimera falling back. These guys are just gonna just move straight into the middle of everything. It's not where you normally see your zone throps. They don't normally want to be in the middle of the firefight. They want to be out on the sides or out with some friends. If Tyranids can even have friends, really. One Chimera going down, but two squads of zone throps going down. Lots of dead Tyranids from the Demon Hunters today.
As you will, my lord.
104 and 20 economy-wise, compared to 131, which is a good number for the Tyranids. We have a perfect link, some more Gene Stealers, some Gene Stealer extended carapace, does some more warriors as well on the way, as well as some more zone throps. Go inside Broodhive will be the first building that the Inquisition decide to burn down, as they're going to beat back all these buildings if they want the Tyranids to stay back. Zone throps back out on the field, but not going to survive very long against a staunch line of lasgun fire. Will go down very quickly. Quadruple Chimeras on the field for the Inquisition.
Awaiting your order.
We're also going to go for a Librarian as well. Librarian useful for if a Stormtrooper ever needs to read a book while in transit to the battlefield. Got some more Zornthrops. Oh, yeah, Zornthrops coming out. Being rallied over here, but not really having the best times. Tyranids need to regain their numbers as quickly as humanly possible before anything substantial happens. But they don't seem to be building anything, which is... I'm getting deja vu, boys and girls. It feels like the last game that we saw Tyranids going for loads of upgrades, which is fantastic, but you can have the most upgraded Gene Stealers in the world, but if you only have one squad against this amount of Stormtroopers, it's unimaginable. They've got two, so I suppose that's something. But again, two squads of Gene Stealers versus all this. It's not a winning strategy, I have to admit. I'm going to go for some Ravagers once again. Whether these Ravagers are going to do it this time. Gene Stealers over here going to stand around, watch, and waiting. Not sure what the plan is for the Tyranid player. Is he going to wait for them to come all the way in here? Or is he going to throw one squad in at a time? Does look like the one squad at a time thing is the plan. Which, I mean, sure, it might work if the Warriors were amazing, but they don't seem to be against literally an entire army of Inquisition troopers. I mean, Gene Stealers could maybe come around the side and flank them, but when the Tyranid Warriors went down the middle. But even then, only 3 squads versus 5 vehicles and all this. Ravagers just kind of chilling out. Yeah, it's a bit one-sided, this, I think. Kind of a foregone conclusion already. We'll see if the Tyranids can do something or anything. I mean, Tyranids, Gene Stealers are moving forward into the base. Infiltration. Maybe that's the plan, just go in. And while the Inquisition are too busy killing their stuff slow but surely, the Gene Stealers can wipe out the base. Some Gene Stealer Scythe and Talons on the way, as well as Extended Carapace. So these are going to be super Gene Stealers by the end of this. And actually, to be fair, all these upgrades, maybe that's what this strategy is all about, the old bait and switch. Arsing and Lord Inquisitor on the field, but I mean, will he be able to spawn before these infiltrated Gene Stealers slice their way through the Inquisition's tower? Do have the bodyguards and people still pushing forward. Inquisitorial Chimeras though are moving over, but they can't see the Gene Stealers, so... okay, alright. But the power of memes do these... not called Gene Stealers, called the Meme Stealers, there we go. And it's working. Architects, I do believe, also can't see them. Scholars going for some calculus logi, or logi, or however one pronounces the Latin. There we go. Lord Inquisitor comes out just in the nick of time to save the base. The Gene Stealers fall very quickly, but it was a valid strategy. I was losing hope in the Tyranid player there. I mean, I'm still kind of losing hope. It was a good effort. Gonna get some more Gene Stealers out. But whether these guys will be able to defend against all this. We have a lot of Tyranid nonsense going on over here. Ravengers also trying to join in the tower bashing. But the Inquisition were able to defend it. Ripper Swarms coming out of the reclamation pools. As the Gene Stealers, or the first squad of Gene Stealers, well, the fresh squad of Gene Stealers are going to come out. And going to be killed very quickly once they were spotted. One singular Gene Stealer trying to rip his way through as many Stormtroopers as humanly possible. Warriors are also going to come out, but they will be wiped out more or less straight away. It was an interesting tactic by the Tyranid player, but doesn't seem to be working all that well. More Gene Stealers though, moving around the side. Only two there. And more Gene Stealers on this side as well. I imagine that the Lord Inquisitor will be sticking around here for defensive purposes, he says. Unless he's gone in one... Oh no, never mind. He's gone to continue pushing down the base. Which in a base trade, you're not going to win against Tyranid player, because they could just plop down loads of things everywhere else. So Gene Stealers are back in it. They'll be focusing on these scholars.
Affirmative. Fire
and they are going to kill them quite quickly. Flamers and lasgun fire in the base. And the Inquisitorial forces don't look too confident now, to be honest. Got some maintenance servers, or servitors, trying to repair the Inquisitor's tower. But I mean, you can see them hiding in the shadows and distance. Actually, that's a hell of a lot of Gene Stealers. It's like a Zerg rush, but late game somehow. I'm going to try and build as many architects as humanly possible. Try and repair this Inquisitorial tower. Chimeras are going to race back over. I mean, Stormtroopers are killing a lot of buildings, but they're not killing them nearly as quickly as these Gene Stealers. Moving that Lord Inquisitor over to the Tyranid base was probably quite a large mistake, to be fair. Librarian going down. Dominus Astrus Navigator also probably going to go down as well. They do have their Inquisition watch over yonder, but no tower. I don't think they've got any more... what's the word? That's not the button I want to press. Where are you? Yep, they've got no more builders left, so... This is an odd game. It's been an odd week for games this week, I feel. A lot of the games have been quite unusual. I don't know how to feel about it, but it's still certainly an impressive tactic being used. And now these Chimeras, unable to detect, unable to defend themselves in a suitable manner, as this swarm of Gene Stealers move forth, cutting and tearing into the armour of these Chimeras. Lord Inquisitor is there, spotting them for the Chimeras, but it's not going to do them any good. Are they building anything? Or are they just holding firm? Defending their watch as good as they can. Gene Stealers have taken out that spot there.
A hard heart and a strong
Lord Inquisitor
foundations of
in the middle of a tide of green. About to be... Oh, well. Just one punched by the Gene Stealers. Now it's all about them trying to find out where this Inquisition watch is. While it's going on there, Stormtroopers are not giving up. So long as they're able to keep the numbers low, or the numbers of the Tyranids low, they should be able to potentially keep going. Just need to make sure that their Inquisition watch is alive. But I mean, will they be able to... I mean, will one squad of Inquisitorial Stormtroopers be able to defend against 12, 21, 28 in total, I do believe. And, yeah, TheSkyBug says it, the dumbest and coolest strat they've seen. Throws out the GG, auto-destructs his own barracks, and that is that. So yeah, I could have swore it was going to be the Inquisitor's game, but just the Gene Stealer spam was the way forward. So thank you ever so much for joining us. If you want to support the channel, please feel free to have a look at the Patreon. It's £1 a month for one free game a week. Isn't that cool? It says, well, not free, it's extra, but you know what I mean. Anyway, my name's been Mr. Landtrap, please always never short, and I will see you in a bit. Peace.